Now the actual stream. There are multiple things. I want to make a video on gold. And a strategy on how, like an Alken gold strategy. Actually, I think they're gonna be two separate videos. Either way, they have something in common. Picking up gold is in a very small area. I don't like running over to gold, because it's a click. I don't like to click. I like to click as little as possible in this video game, because it hurts my hands, because I play so much. So the strategy is a build that is incredibly powerful and can just run through. Righteous Fire. Makes sense, right? Because you just do this and run through. This doesn't really work, let's be honest, unless you have some crazy damage. Or Big Boom. And thankfully, I have Oriath's End, and I am a Chieftain. So I have the... where is it? I have this one. The Hinekora Death's Fury. So... Sadly, this is only 5%, which is nothing, by the way. So my idea was, Toxic Sewers, like last time with the Deadeye, I will run around. I think I bought 90 and one of them was corrupted, so I think it's 89 maps of Toxic Sewer maps. And this time, I go a step further. Last time I didn't do this. I literally went Alken Go. This is Alken Go in quotes. It's not really, technically, because I am going to use Sacrifice of Dusk, all of them, plus a Domination Scarab. Partially I like Domination, because it's like, adds a shrine, and now we have Syncretism, so I get 2 shrine buffs, and it's just fun. And also, it adds a lot of mobs, right? It adds a big mob pack in a room that I just walk in and the whole thing goes boof, which is pretty cool. I like that. Just FYI, during this entire stream, rip frame rate. It literally kills my PC. It literally bricks my PC every single time. It is insane. It is pretty rough when it comes to the frame rate. So keep that in mind. So if you're like, wait, why does this look like hot garbage? I sadly cannot fix this. It's just, it's a little bit it's just partially the game. So I will buy another, I think I'll just buy another, oh shoot, I have no money. Haha, haha. And as last time, I will show you Wealthy Exile in a second, so you know how much money I have right now, and how much we'll have afterwards. I'm not gonna go like, oh yeah, this is like in 6 different tabs, this is my... I'm not gonna go like Excel spreadsheet kind of guy, right? I'm gonna be like, this is a tool that checks my currency, and I have it set up a certain way. That's it, right? I also have an extremely strict filter, so keep that in mind. That if something looks a little bit off, or you're like, wait, why don't you make more cash, right? Like, what's going on with your game? Like, why don't you see any loot? Well, that's the reason is probably because I have most of it hidden. I might have to change the filter briefly. That was 300 chaos right there. But... oh yeah, I need Domination Scarab as well, right? Okay, hold up. So... I might change the filter again, depending on what happens. But... we'll see. We'll see what happens. Those are all the maps. I think there are 89. Somebody do the math here. I think it's 89 maps. Maybe it's definitely not 70. I mean, maybe I got scammed. I didn't count the maps. I was like, hey, can you give me 90 Toxic Sewer maps for 3 Divines? Oh, by the way, I think I should say, those were 3 Divines. Those 90 Toxic Sewer maps are 3 Divines. So if we make 3 Divines, plus the little bit of Chisels and Alks, and I think I used Chaos Orbs to re-roll them, there you go, you know. But believe me, that's not the issue at all. You always make maps with that. You make always money with that. The other thing I have to say is, of course, I now started I started with cash, right? So of course I already had a lot of Chaos Orbs, so I was able to buy all this stuff. So it's not something you can do right out of the gate, but if you want to go a step further from Alkengo, you can go a step further with that. Of course, keep in mind, I have like 130, I think 130 skill points. I don't care about the last two at this point. What else? Searing Egg suck because everything else sucks. Sorry, not a fan of Eat of Worlds. And I also grabbed the gold flask because I completely forgot about that. I bought all these flasks. By the way, I think I kept this one for now. But yeah, I bought all these flasks. Which, by the way, it's a good point. You can still get frozen with Purity of Fire, right? Yeah, I think that's the weird part. Yeah, so I need that anti-chill and anti-freeze. Okay. Go do your feared. Never. So, so it's not an apples to apples comparison. I have to say that, right? Obviously, we're gonna have more mobs, more loot, more gold in those 90 maps compared to the Deadeye strategy. But it's just for me, for my YouTube video, so I can show the comparison. You will see the difference in currency, as in, oh, you can make this much with a Righteous Fire build that has these items, and you just run and just kill stuff, right? Because I think a lot of people are like, oh my god, I don't make money, rip my currency strat, right? But there's actually, I think, a lot of money to be made, so there's that. 117 divs right now. A few seconds ago, we can check the snapshots right now. Right, I got actually the Enlighten. Funny enough, that Enlighten, thanks to my mappers. My mappers are popping off. I don't really care about King's March. I will ignore King's March during this entire stream. It does not exist. I just want to Alkengo and go. I'm also someone who I think doesn't do the mappers anymore. I think I will remove my mappers long term and I just do farming, shipment, and that's it. Because I want currency, right? And having anything, that's a good point. Okay, up to you guys. I personally wouldn't want to do anything related to the league in my maps. Should I do them or not? I kinda don't. I really don't. I really, really don't want to. I mean, it's not an apples-to-apples comparison anyways at this point. So I think I will just ignore every league mechanic as well. So there's that. Good. You saw 117 divs currently. And now we go. Oh yeah, do I actually do ambush? No, sorry, I don't do ambush. I do domination. That's also something I didn't do last time. I didn't do domination. I think I didn't do anything. I didn't use anything. So we also have to calculate that in. But at the end of the day, it's like, let's just say 5 divs in. Probably. It's probably around 5 divs that I spent right now, plus however long it takes to run these maps, and then we go. With your DPS, no, just the Verisium. I don't want to do anything, to be honest. I'm partially sick of... Verisium is just... You know what it is? It's literally Crucible. It's Crucible with potential loot afterwards. I'm like, nah. I'm just gonna feed King's March gold. They farm all day. I ship them, and I get divines. That's it. Crucible is the other one. No, Verisium is Crucible, by the way. Verisium is Crucible. It's the one you hold down. That's Verisium. That's a billion% Verisium. I know that. Good. Domination, sacrifice things. Keep in mind, if someone who does this strat is the Elemental Cyclone one. Nope. That's Bismuth. Because that's Kalandra. Or that's the Kalandra style thing. You could also do this if you don't have all the slots free, by the way. So, for example, if you have never done a tier 17 before, and you're like, I don't have this, you can potentially just do this, right? So you have, like, what, 5% less or something? I think it's 5% per sacrifice. So, it's not huge, but it's 5%. It's not that much. Good. Let's go. This is the strategy. Let's pop off. Let's hope if the game doesn't explode. Oh, that's nice. Get that, get that. So yeah, again, if the stream looks weird because of all the frame drops, I'm very sorry. That is sadly, I sadly cannot change this. That's sadly this playstyle. I have to say, I love Ori of Sand, but my god, the frame drops are insane. I think I will also skip the boss, to be honest, because well, unless it dies right there. I will skip the boss most of the time, because it's just way too risky. It just doesn't die fast enough, so why do it? Could have sworn with the Black Knight. Nope, that's Verisium. That's Verisium. The most difficult one is at the bottom of the list, which is Verisium. As you can see. Oh, I also have to say, compared to the Deadeye version that we had... Oh, shoot, I clicked it. I just clicked it out of habit. It's fine. I'm gonna ignore it. I did remove Chaos Orbs. Chaos Orbs are not in my filter anymore. So if you're wondering, Strimmer, where's your loot? Well, that's yep. That's why. So yeah. Again, this is like, hey, I just want to run maps and not pick up a billion loot every, you know, just please save my hands from my... You have to save yourself pretty much with your hands, right? So. And again, we already got a cigarette map last time, right? Like, literally a cigarette map. How much is a cigarette map at this point? 120C? 140C? I don't know. It's ridiculous. So, that already made half the money back or something. Not half, but like a decent chunk already. And believe me, dude, cigarette maps is insane. You get so much cash from them. There you go. Thankfully, RDS Atlas. There you go. Instantly finish the challenge. Let's go. Any challenge enjoyers? See what I mean? Like, this is like super tedious against these rare mobs. Not a fan of that. But again, this is like a maybe 20 div Righteous Fire build, so could definitely get more DPS. Gonna ignore that. One thing I removed from this is... I did remove Beyond. I was actually doing this strat with the Beyond nodes, similar to how a lot of people do the tier 17 strat right now. Nah. I'm not a fan of it. I don't know. It's a bit too much. Because again, it's similar to... what's it called? Similar to Eater of Worlds, which has the whole... I spawn mobs later, and I don't want that. I really don't want that. It's just a playstyle. It's just not my thing. So I just removed it. But again, you know, if you want it, if you like it, and again, if you have so many mobs, believe me, a lot of Beyond enemies are spawning if you do this strat. A lot of them. Like, you kill an entire area, just huge pack of mobs, and then 3 seconds later you get another pack, and then you get another pack sometimes. It's like, it's a lot. It's a lot. I think I also have, like, reduced flask, another cigarette map. There we go. More money. Let's go. This map is definitely slower. I think it probably has... that was a bit too loud now. I think this map also has something related to flask charges or something. That's a breach. You could do a breach, but again, it's more Alk and go. It's less about doing any other strat. Sometimes it's fun, of course, doing something. So if you're like, hey, you know what? I'll do that. I'll do that blight. I think I also have nothing blocked off anymore. I think I have everything active now compared to my previous strat, which blocked everything but harvest and ultimatum. Partially because, well, to be honest, I just copied whatever Fabgun does, and I think Crouching Tuna and a lot of other streamers. But also, I needed the points, right? I'm running out of points. 130 points isn't really a lot for the Atlas skill tree if you want to do everything. Obviously, it's on purpose that you have a little bit not enough. So you gotta decide what you want to do. It's Verisium, so we're gonna skip that, as mentioned. Who does them? I'm thinking about, I would love to maybe see if there's a build that can do all challenges. I don't know. Like, there are a few more challenges, or a few more builds I want to do. I will probably play a little bit less now in the next few weeks. But I would love to do a few challenges, or see how far I can go. Because that portal effect is gorgeous, right? That portal effect is gorgeous. I would love that. But I need a build that just can do everything, pretty much, so I don't know about that one. Oh, I also need to go D&D. There we go, incandescent. If I miss an incandescent or something, I'll just... Who cares? I'm sorry. I'm not gonna be like anal about it if I miss it once or twice. So there's that. But they do sell a lot. I think I sold like 9. God, I don't know. Because I sold like... No, wait. I think last time I sold 7 of them. Because we did like 90 maps, right? So that's a few of them, and I think I had a few. I sold them 20C above the minimum price. Like, that was high. Like, that was insane. That was crazy. Because obviously, you know, he just has to message me once to get one thing 9 times, right? So he just paid it all. I just said 90 for all of those, and someone actually messaged me and gave me all those chaos, and I was like, what the heck? I think I got like over 1,000 chaos or something. That was good. That was a good day. Legion, love me some Legion, but, you know, with this build, it's like pain. Also, I just picked the player option. Well, that's bad. Rip me, I guess. That's not that bad. Again, as you can see, then I will pick that Bismuth. I mean, to be honest, I think I will only click the Bismuth one. Yeah, true. I forgot. Bismuth is only 1 click, so that's easy to do. It's just literally a click, true. Yeah. Verisium is hold down. Isn't the Amber tree, or if you send Amber, I think you have a chance to get uniques, right? So that would be the Headhunter strat, I think, from what I heard. Hey, we're gonna movement speed. Let's go, movement speed, boys. Movement speed is so funny with this build, because it doesn't actually make things better. Because you run out of the enemies faster, so you don't kill them. So it's actually worse. By the way, how many challenges do you guys have? I have 17, and I didn't even look at them. So I think that's pretty okay. Amber or Jewelry, I think. All the ingots has a chance for uniques. No. Are you sure all of them? I feel like no. I feel like it's always Amber that had that. But maybe they changed it, or the community found more things out. I think Siggy is still, like, doing a lot of, like, data crunching. So bless him for that and his community. Another cigarette. There we go. I think we get, like, 1 every 2 maps now. That's nice. And again, this build is 20 divs. And you don't even need Ori of Sand technically, right? So I think I did this map without Ori of Sand before. And then I was like, yeah, let me actually clear fast up. But you could also have I don't know. Maybe the ignite is enough. Also, keep in mind, I am juicing my map pretty hard. Like, I have all the increased modifier and things, so that makes it, of course, pretty beefy. But most mobs. There you go. What is that lapis amulet? Why does it always pop up? What is a unique lapis amulet that makes good cash? Amber, 1, 2. Wait. All ingots or ores? Wait, what do the ores do? I think it's the same, right? It's just probably just 5x the amount you get. So it makes sense just to send the ingots, not the ore. Probably, I don't know. Again, the thing is with this build, nothing feels so good, or how should I say this? It feels okay, and then it feels hecking epic when everything explodes. But before that, it feels like, yeah, yeah. But if it explodes, it's sick. But at that point, you're just playing a fake fulcrum build or something. I don't know. See what I mean? Like that ignite just killed it. Otherwise, I would be sitting here for like a minute. But I mean, hey, that's Chieftain for you. That's Chieftain for you. Built in Ori of Sand. Actually, way stronger. But it also doesn't trigger as much. But I am thinking also about doing a cast when stun build. Kind of like an AFK farmer or something. That'd be interesting to try out. And again, that Templar, like, energy shield makes me, like, I looked into, the energy shield variant of this, like the Templar version. I don't know what it exactly was. Was it Guardian, maybe? And I was, like, just looking around, just looking at other people, you know, what do people play, right? And I'm like, Energy Blade. And my god, that looks sick. Energy Blade looks... I really want to try Energy Blade. Maybe I'll do something about that. Next week. Or over the next 2 weeks, we'll see. We'll see how much time I have, or how much I play PoE. Because finally I recorded the first half of the new main channel video about a game. I decided to finally get started on that. Finally. Dude, by the way, if you're wondering, hey, it lags a lot. Yeah, bro, look at my data. Look at this. It lags on my end as well. That's the thing with Ori of Sand. It looks so sick, but it's like a frame drop every single time. It's like... Yeah, I'm pretty sure there are a few strats, but I would like more that, like, keep in mind, I always like to see the low end of things, right? What's the low end? At what point does it feel good, right? Does it feel good during the story? Then let's freaking go. If it doesn't, well, at what point? Like, best example is Ethereal Knives. I love it. It feels so heckin' good. EK Ignite after the first lap. I mean, it feels good from first act onward, but... the moment you get the first lap, you're like, I'm in it. I'm zooming. And I would love to see what Energy Blade does. I would love to see, like, yeah, just go full energy. Let's freaking go. Like, league start, kinda, and just, I won't do a literal league start, I think, just for my own sanity. But yeah. Oh, by the way, I probably should have showed. Sorry. Plate deaths. Just for people who know what's happening with this character. Just so you know how old this character is. I'm bad. Sorry. There you go. You can do the math. I think we've been playing for like 20, 30 minutes. I don't know. Hey, movement speed, let's go. Yeah, okay, so this one is a juiced boss, so I'm just gonna skip it. Oh, give me the Toxic Sewer. Toxic Sewer actually sells for a lot, but I also want my own. I think I sell everything but Toxic Sewer. You know, what is it? City Square, I think, sells a lot. Because it's a triple boss, I think. So, some people do some strat there. 25 mobs, it's good enough for me. Ores are the same, but less. Yeah. I think it's like, what, 5 ores, 1 ingot or something? Well, what are you dying 5 times per hour? Let's go! Dude, I think I died so many times during the acts. And it's like, why? You're playing Righteous Fire. Yeah, that's the reason. Like, I think a lot of people are underestimating what the difference between knowing your... Like, okay, one thing, knowing your build, and I know Deadeye, and I know how to play and move, matters a lot. It matters so much. If you know how to move with your character, that matters a lot. But that comes with time. That's skill. What isn't skill is I have to stand next to the heckin' enemy that hits me with Righteous Fire. That isn't happening with Deadeye, right? So therefore, I died less. At lead start. So yeah, there's it's kind of interesting. If you constantly have to stand next to the enemy that does the damage, well, yeah, obviously you're gonna take more damage. Boop. That's a Bismuth. I like Bismuth also because it's, first of all, it's 1 click, but the cool thing is also it gives gold, so it's really worth clicking. Even though I said I'm not gonna click do the league mechanic, but Bismuth is fine, right? It's literally 1 click. Not Verism though. Is that during the act? I mean, I died like twice the first time I played RF. No, I died so many times. I think I died like, I haven't looked because I didn't care at the end of the day. I was kind of goddamn mad at the build. It probably was 15 times. Pretty darn sure. It felt like 15, you know what I mean? Might have been 7, but it felt like 15, which is also not a good feeling. So, there's that. So let's... Boop, 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 boop. Put more in. Domination. Let's go. Granted, of course, that was back before the termination nerf. No, it's literally just a playstyle. It's literally you are right next to the heckin' enemy. Of course you will die more, because you are right next to the... I have so much life, I have so much regen, and I just died. It's like, that would never happen with Deadeye, because I shoot roughly in that direction, everything dies, you know? It's just a playstyle. It's just a playstyle, which is fine. But you have to accept that that is just how it is. And I have to say, the positive way of seeing it, I played a new build for quite a few hours, I've leveled it up, I got it some gear, and I learned this ain't it, Chief. This ain't it. This ain't it for me. I give you that. God, no. God, no. This ain't it. Oh, man, it jumped out of it. Okay, boss, bye. Which is fine. Everyone has their thing that they like, right? But I like projectiles way too much. I love projectiles. So sick. Also, I'm not wearing a headhunter for, well, obvious reasons, because it wouldn't help me really, right? Which is also a shame. It's also something I don't like, because I don't want my first huge upgrade to be Mage Blood, because I won't get there. I will not get there with my build. I think before that I will just stop playing the game. Oh, I also have to say, I am running Cast on Death Portal, by the way. I think Pox uses Enduring Cry. No. No, I literally do not have buttons on my mouse anymore, here, to use the skill. So no. Hell no. This uses more buttons than Deadeye. And I'm like, isn't this supposed to be a... Like, run and kill stuff build, but it uses more buttons. It makes no sense. So yeah. That was also something that just surprised me when I got into this build. It's like wet noodles. Oh yeah, but the reason why I got, why I do get endurance charges is because of the, oh god, what is it called? I think the anoint. I think I got some anoint. This discipline of something. I think I was like, oh, okay, I'll get that. Instead of some more damage, I just have that. And but I still die. See what's happening right now on my screen? But it makes me appreciate Deadeye so much more. It has literally everything you want. Well, I want. Oh. Oh. So you only spam shield charge around the map, so one button. No, I constantly use, if you don't realize it, I constantly use Fire Trap against the rares, otherwise they don't die. I constantly use Val Righteous Fire, otherwise stuff doesn't die. I sometimes also use Punishment to curse the enemy, so they die. And yeah, Shield Charge I don't like. I think I mentioned this earlier. I don't like moving with movement skills. I don't like that feeling at all. I feel like that's more of a crutch. Instead of having a character that is actually fast, you constantly just spam one button to move across the game. Across the areas. That's just not what I like. That's why I like Deadeye so much, right? It's just like, okay, well, I'm not gonna go back for these few mobs. That's why I love Deadeye so much. Because it's just fast. Period. Done. You know? Lap 1, you get Tailwind, and you are zooming. And I love it. I love it so much. Oh, I see an issue. I'm bad, yes. Nah, it's a personal preference, right? It's like, hey, why don't you like driving with big cars? Because I don't like driving with big cars. Why do you like driving with big cars or not small cars, right? It's the same thing with cars, with most things. Everyone has their preference. And yeah, I definitely just want to like press left click and I want to be there very quickly. I don't want to say, okay, now I have to use a skill to get there. No, I just get over there. Preferably fast. I mean, that's why I'm also a sucker for Mage Blood, because it literally gives you that feeling, right? Of just like, zoom, zoom. By the way, I have to say, God, what is it called? Orichalcum? Is it Orichalcum? No, it's not Orichalcum. Crimson Iron is incredibly easy or quickly if you have some AoE and the Hinekora. Because, you know, every mob explodes for like 500% health. So those little pods die very fast. It's like you just stand there and literally stuff goes boom. So that's pretty cool. Where's your Annihilation Approach boots? True, those are also boots I could get, but I think they have less movement speed than this. I think, and also less... By the way, I did craft some stuff. You're welcome, by the way. I crafted some stuff, which I usually don't do. I think I crafted this. Yeah, I think I crafted this. Yeah. I wanted some Chaos Res, but then I got this, and I was like, yeah, whatever. I think I already spent like 120 Dexterity Essences, and I'm like, okay, I'm done. Please end my life, bro. Oh, yeah. You know what's actually cool? I think I... Wait, was it here, or was it this one? No, it was this one, I think. I think I annulled something bad from this and added the 70% increased armor with an Exalt. I'm like, that was clean. That was a good moment. That was a good moment. Oh, that's a big map there. 100%. That was 100% quant. To give you adrenaline. Right. I mean, I don't want to, like, go even further. I don't know how much they cost and stuff. Yeah, I don't know. I could, probably, but... I don't want to change the strategy now. Now it's too late. Now it's too late. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. But I saw them. Yeah, this is the... Pox had them, yeah. In his build guide, so... I'm glad he like, his... Dude, his website was actually such a blessing. Because classic, I had Righteous Fire during the acts, right? And I was constantly like, why does my Righteous Fire turn off? Why on God's green flat earth is it turning off, right? And then I was like, wait a second. Pox has an FAQ section. Let me look it up. I had immune to ignite on my flasks. So, it's a classic thing. And I'm like, oh my god, I'm a dumbass. Yeah, and, thanks to his FAQ, it actually helped, yeah. Bless him for his website. Like, the RF community is like eternally, I hope they're eternally grateful for him. This is so gosh darn good. Only like 60 C. Yeah, but now it's too late. Now it's too late. We're too deep into the strat. I don't want to be like, oh, look. Like, of course, you can use the money to instantly upgrade your character, which, by the way, I highly recommend if you do this strat, right? You never want to just do a strat for like 60 hours and then start upgrading. No, if you can upgrade right now and suddenly run maps 6 times faster, then do it right now. Not like that speed is everything, of course, but, you know, if you can get to work 20 times faster, 20 minutes faster, yeah, of course you would take it. Still following the rules of the road, of course. Where's that? Oop. Hey, can any mob explode? No, never mind, okay. But good to know if they're only, but it's like, if not more. Yeah, it's less about the damage, it's more about speed. But you know, this is not bad. Like that was the thing. I leveled it. I did everything offline to make this feel good. And to be honest, it feels decent, right? It feels definitely decent. I definitely don't like the whole shield charging thing that I constantly have to do. And then get stuck every freaking door. God, I hope they changed shield charge at some point. God, I wish. But yeah, it's good. It's decent. It's fine. And again, of course, you can get this and that and this and that and this and that and put 50 more diffs in and then get a Mage Blood lol and just, you know, I know. But I also wanted to have it somewhat realistic for the average player. Because my Deadeye character was already, like, not realistic for a normal person anymore. Who doesn't, like, no-life this video game for, like, 6 weeks straight. And this is somewhat more approachable. It's 20 diffs over the course of a few weeks. Right? Having a job, potentially. I mean, I also have a job. Any job havers? It's quite low. No clue how, though. No, I think I have 2,000, which is kind of normal, I think. It's actually, I think, more than Pox suggested, I think. I think in his guide, he said something about 1.5k, and I think I have 2k, 2.5k. Oh no, I think I have less now because I took away the consecrated ground flask. Yeah, I had to take some liberties in his build. I had to take away the consecrated ground, and I think I had to take away the onslaught flask. Yeah, but again, gold flask. This league with gold being a thing, kind of mandatory, sadly. Not mandatory, but why not? And then also. What else? Consecrated ground? Well, yeah, kind of want my Ori of Sand, otherwise enemies don't die on my screen, bro. Don't explode enough. I did do what you told me, though, with the recover % on life shield. I think that was probably the second most expensive item I have now. That shield. Which is like nothing special, but it had that mod. And I think before that I had Dawnbreaker. God, Dawnbreaker is so sick. I love Dawnbreaker. Such a good shield. And from a Pinnacle boss, that's it. I think if I would play RF at League Start and get it, I would be like, let's go! That's an easy upgrade right there. God, I'm slowed. Get me out of here! Yeah, you get consecrated from range. No, it doesn't matter. Shield charge doesn't become better if you have 1 billion attack speed. It's the principle. I have to explain it. I hope you're memeing. I hope you're actually memeing. I don't want to explain this, and this might piss people off. It's the principle. I do not want to use an item or a skill that brings me from A to B. I just want to run fast. Period. Done. That's it. That's all I want. I don't want to press a button to move. On top of the button I already used to move. Cigarette. Thank you. Nice. Time to make ribs. Let's go. Yeah, no, you hit clicking to move. Yep. That's for sure. Maybe I can become a mapper in King's March. Yeah. Just say, yes, I will do the job, and then I just AFK log out and just came back to device. I mean, that's literally what we have kind of right now. The amount of stuff you get from mappers is kind of insane. It's really nice. It's indirect loot, though. It's actually, for the first time, it's the indirect loot that I want. Because I think back when I made videos about... maybe it was an expedition where I... Expedition, ritual, and in some video I mentioned those as an example. I don't like indirect loot or delayed loot. And ritual and expedition is exactly that, right? Where you do something and you get the loot later. And I'm like, yeah, that's not what I want. I'm gonna go back to Legion. Which I now can't do anymore because of gold. But that's a whole thing I'm gonna say in that video. It's the first time that delayed loot is kind of fun, because I think it's the town, it's different content on top of each other, right? It's the variety, I think. I think that's the big part about it. And you can automate a lot of things. So that's the big part, right? The moment you have your farmers, which thankfully don't die because of, I don't know, poison. Imagine that would be the case. It's just really nice. Being able to just say, yep, here you go, farmers, ship it off. There's still a little bit the issue with dust that I haven't fixed yet. I don't exactly know how to fix that. I mean, it could be solved if I just buy a lot of, like, T1 uniques, right? I think. Yeah, I'll do that at some point and just buy, like, 50 of them and be done with it. But I like using a lot of dust as well. Maybe I should just say 100,000 dust and that's it. I don't know. But it's not a multiplier anymore, right? That's what they changed. Oh, now you give me the speed. Bit too late, sir. Oops. Is the music too loud or is it good? It's not too loud. I hope not. I'm actually slowly leveling, which is nice. I'm happy about that. Oh, amulet. Oh my god, Chaos Orbs that I don't see. Yeah. By the way, friendly reminder for the people that check in. Hi, how you doing? Hope you stay hydrated. I don't actually. Maybe I should. We are doing about 90 toxic sewer maps. And in those 90 toxic sewer maps, at the end, we'll see how much we made. I checked, I have Wealthy Exile. I updated it right before starting the challenge, so I know how much I had and how much I will have afterwards. Roughly, of course. If, of course, an item drops in price or something, that I do not know of. But roughly, we'll know how Alken Go works. I am using all the sacrifice fragments. I am using also a domination scarab because I think they are somewhat the cheapest option still, you need some investment to do this strat, so it's not like you start from literal 0, but you can start from 0 and just go Alk and go, and then slowly get fragments and all this jazz. On top of that, I do have to mention, I am using a very strict filter. I'm using an brutally strict filter. Like, brutal. I don't even show Chaos Orbs anymore, as you can see. Just not a fan of that anymore. Picking up one Chaos and one Chaos and one Chaos, and I'm like, no. Literally, if cigarette maps drop every 2-3 maps, and I can pick up 120 Chaos with one click, I'll prefer that. So, of course, if you're okay with clicking a lot of stuff, then you probably make more than I do with the strat. Also, I hide every single gold drop that isn't above 1,000, which sadly never happens in the map, for a variety of reasons, which I'll also make a video. I think it's planned. I think I'll make that video next week is that strategy. I want to make a video on that, on Alk and Go strat, on the 2 I did now with Toxic Sewers, which will lead to the gold video, I think, a week afterwards. I have a feeling, why is it this way? Oh, because they have way more life as maximum energy shield. That's why they were so tough to kill. Okay. I also didn't kill every mob in that map, which is fine. Again, it's literally just walk around in a circle, you kill a lot of mobs. That's all it is. Also, I am skipping everything but Bismuth now. That's also another thing that I'm doing now since, I think, a few days. I like the idea. Oh, shoot. Now I started Ritual. Never mind. I'm sorry. Accidentally clicked it. I started doing... Like, I was realizing, wait a second. You only get currency from farms. So why am I doing anything but that? Right? I want currency. That's all I ever want. I do not want to see a bunch of rares from my mappers. I don't want to, like, sort through that. So yeah, I think I just started doing just farming, ignoring my mappers. Even though my mappers got me 2 Valdo puzzle boxes and an Enlighten overnight, but still, I think it's just a little bit too much busy work. And yeah. So I just focus on farming, shipping that out, and dust. Might turn on more. I might turn on more uniques to turn them into dust, but depending on the strategy, right? If the strategy works and I make a lot of currency, I can also just spend a few divines here and there to get a lot of dust, which then turns into more divines. So it's like, oh my god. Maybe I need to stretch today a little bit more. I feel my arms aching from bouldering yesterday. By the way, stay hydrated, gamers. Last sip of coffee. Oh no. And on my shirt. It's funny actually that I was thinking of, auto bombers. What auto bombers are there? And then I saw Val EQ auto bomber, which would be interesting to try out. I just don't think I like the idea of getting there. It's just more of a, yeah, I would like to have it, not like working towards it. You know what I mean? And I want the way towards a build to also be fun. And And then I thought of Herald of Thunder Auto Bomber. And I'm like, maybe I should try it again, because it has been since... I think the last time I tried it was Trial of the Ancestors. And I think literally the next day I saw MBX do it. And I'm like, God damn it. Nah, it's fine. Everyone can play their build, right? But it's like, oh my god, I just thought of that, man. But yeah, maybe I'll try Herald of Thunder Auto Bomber again. That might be the build right after like EK Ignite. Because I think you can just make it better and better and better and better, and it just never stops until you have... I think he mentioned something about Mage Blood, of course, but also Original Sin, which I don't know how Original Sin works with that, but that would be interesting. So how many maps do we have left? Jesus Christ. Go. I need 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1. There you go. Boop, 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 boop. Domination, this, that. Yeah. Ooh, ghosts. I wonder if they're gonna update something next league. Like another league mechanic. Because this time... Did we get an update to a league mechanic? No, right? Oh, I love it. God, these bosses are insane. Or, sorry, not bosses, just these enemies. Okay, I'm gonna skip that guy. It's a scary dude. Might actually have to say... Is it again one of these maps? Yeah, it's another one. Life has extra maximum energy shield. Maybe I need to turn that off. Maybe I need to put this into my filter. Because this is rough. This is rough, man. God damn. Jesus. Everyone is a literal beefcake. A literal beefcake. Ooh. But I'm glad that the maps are fairly fast. So that's pretty neat. Well, now that I have that Apex, yeah, that's fine. You see how fast it is now? Now, if they don't have 80% as extra maximum energy shield, yeah, that's fast. Yeah, I think I have to actually put this into my filters, because it takes so much longer. It's so much rippier, right? Because the longer the enemy survives, the deader I am. That's a word. Wow, that was loud. Holy. Yeah, great music actually from Shaggy, so thanks for that. I think I had that while editing the video. Editing the script. Working on the script. That was nice. Sadly, because there's separate videos, sometimes one song is a bit louder than the other. The audio balancing is a little bit off on some, but overall, great playlist. Also, never heard of Dungeon Synth before. It's kind of interesting. It's a new genre. Quick question: does crit shrine matter in any way for this build? I can imagine that the fire trap does more damage when I crit, because it can crit. But... wait, can... dot damage can't crit, right? Or maybe in some weird way it can. Maybe with a unique. Hello, any mobs? Nope. Just remembered something. I've been actually quite active now on the Reddit, on the subreddit, and yeah, just commenting sometimes, but also posting something. And I posted chisels should be removed, so that got downvoted to oblivion. Yeah, I don't know. I think I got a little bit annoyed during a day, but I still think, in my opinion, chisels shouldn't be in the game anymore. It's literal, it's destroying wrists left, right, and center. It makes no gosh darn sense. It makes no sense. I understand that, of course, it adds more quantity and you want to give people the option to juice up their thing, but in my opinion, I also agree with what GGG said, as in, there should be a thing where you can make your content more difficult to get more stuff out. And I'm like, that's a great idea. That's why we alch our maps. But chiseling is literally just, oh, you want more loot? Yeah, please. Okay, here you go. Do this. You know, why not just give more weight to each modifier and give us more loot through that and then balance it around that? You know what I mean? No more chisels. Goodbye. I mean, I'm gonna be scared for PoE 2 endgame. I'm gonna be scared a little bit of what might happen. I'm not gonna go back for that map. Because we have no scours anymore. Yeah, it will be... it's gonna be quite interesting when the closed... wait, isn't the closed beta happening right now? I mean, I'm not gonna look it up because I really don't care. I haven't even looked at the footage of other content creators on purpose because I wanted to go in as blind as possible. I mean, I did play it at ExileCon, but it's like over a year now. So much has changed, I think, in PoE 2. But it's gonna be interesting how the endgame is going to be in PoE 2. And if they hopefully get rid of all the annoying stuff and all the annoying busy work that comes with running maps in Path of Exile 2. It's still far better than Last Epoch, but yeah, there's still a lot of busy work. Oh, don't click the ritual. Don't do it. Actually, I haven't even looked. How is the current Last Epoch league? Like, I don't know how popular it is or how big it is. I mean, I'm like not into that in that community, so I don't know how many people played it or what people enjoyed about it. It would be interesting maybe to hear how they're doing over there. I'm gonna beat that cat, you know, that's just standing there with an overall and is like, what are they doing over there? Gonna be me when I look at Last Epoch. To be honest, I have literally no idea what happens in Diablo 4, and I don't care. Diablo 4 is really a... I don't know. I truly don't even know how that game is. I don't have it, and I probably will never buy it. Unless someone buys it for me, but even then I'm like, it's fine. Don't give Blizzard more money. What would be interesting is I could look up what the endgame is of Diablo 4, because I don't even know that. That would be just interesting to know. Not to play it myself, but just to know. Just to know. So I can compare it to other RPGs in the genre. It's kind of interesting how endgame in RPGs is just the norm now, right? Like if you have no endgame, your RPG is pretty much dead on arrival. It's kind of interesting. Not like dead, but... Oh, no. Shoot. Sorry, I started Legion. Nope. I'm gonna skip Legion. Sorry. Whoops. Nope. 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 I don't want to do Legion. I mean, I'll definitely do it. Just not for this challenge, right? I don't want to do it for this challenge. Focus is on just... All can go. Don't interact with any league mechanic. Dude, my flasks are nerfed in this map. Good lord. Yeah. Ooh, desecrated ground. That could be a bit dangerous. Nah, I think it's gonna be fine. Oh, I think I forgot to fully upgrade the Solaris Pantheon, but it's fine anyways. Probably should go for Lunaris at this point, because I'm, you know, zooming around here. Should I? I probably should. It would give me a little bit more movement speed. By the way, if it lags, I'm sorry. It's just like, that's just this playstyle. Yep. I can hear my PC going like a little vacuum. I also do have to say, Searing Exarch definitely is a little bit more FPS heavy. That's for sure, because I think it's the little flames that pop out after you kill a lot of mobs. Sorry, call him new player. Well, no, I think he said, there we go, Rips Prep. Let's go! No, I think he used Relicash and Solaris. Right, maybe because of the Avoid Ailments and the Crit Strike and... Oh yeah, reduce the elemental damage taken if you haven't been hit recently. I mean, I'm always hit, because I'm armor, my guy. Let's use the damage from RF. Instant. If you've stopped taking damage over time. So useless. Debuffs on you expire 20% faster, I guess. For saying Chaos Res. I mean, that's not the issue. It's not... I don't know. I can maybe switch to this and see how it is. I mean, if I'm already like, I want to go zoom zoom, then why not go zoom zoom? Doesn't reduce damage from... Yeah, I know, but... Again, it's not about survivability, it's about going fast and doing these maps. Yo, can I have my flasks? Oh my god, are my flasks deactivated here? Reduced flask charges. God damn it. Oh my god. Yeah, no phasing with this build is horrible, by the way. Oh, you can just shield charge the enemies. I don't like shield charge. Oh yeah, I think some of my gems are not level 20 either. I think I leveled them to 20 and then I, you know, put quality on them. And now I think they're getting level 20 slowly. Slowly but surely. Wow. Dude, reduced flask charges is toxic. Good lord. Get me out of this map, bro. It applies to our annihilations. And annihilations. Ah, okay, yeah, those boots. Someday I'll do it. Maybe I'll get it after the stream and we can briefly check it out. If it's so cheap. That's the playstyle I want. 24/7 though, please. Yep. Just get RF, bro. No, not with this build. Or actually not with this build, but also not for this build. You know, some builds just deserve the headhunter. You know what I mean? Some builds you just... That's a thing. I don't know if any other game has that, where you have like this connection to your character. I feel like PoE has that no other game has. Like, I don't think you care for your character in Elden Ring, right? Like you do in PoE. It's kind of... I don't know, maybe it's weird, maybe it's like this typical gamer thinking. I have no idea what it is. But I can tell you how it feels and what that character roughly looked like when I played EK Ignite. I remember that when I got my Mage Blood with this, like leagues ago. I remember that. I don't think people care about anything when they play Elden Ring about their character. I don't know. Let's see if we get lucky. Ooh, +2 to socket the AoE gens. Worthless, let's go. Actually, I could have given it to the disenchant. Doesn't matter. The boots are 30% adrenaline, so it's more like 50-ish. Well, 25 technically. Oh, shoot. Well, no, never mind. Sorry. Let me turn the delirium off for you guys. Yo, is this another reduced flask charges? What the heck is going on here? Hello? Hello? God. Or maybe I just got used to the movement speed earlier. I think I did. Hello? Oh, petrified. Yep. Oh, you know what I'm super looking forward to, and I hope this actually exists? Petrification spell in PoE 2 that we can use. Oh my god, yes. Please give that to me. Oh. I would love that. I would love that so much. Also, more water-related stuff. More water-related stuff would be sick. Like water spells. Sadly, we have none. And lightning damage over time. Also doesn't exist. Holy heck! There was no warning on that. Heard there's a lot of ice spells with water skins. True, dude. Just buy skins, bro. Money! I always wanted a rain cloud related spell. I don't know why. Would I play it? Nah. But now who knows, maybe. If it's good, if it has the damage. Nah, it's always, I think for me, it's always the feeling. If a build doesn't feel good to play, then it's like... But the fun part is, and something that I really appreciate about PoE is that you sometimes ignore in other games, or don't realize until you play other games, is it allows for so much freedom, right? It's like, God. It allows for so much freedom. It's like, yeah, there is no cap with attack speed. Go ham, brothers. And community will go ham if you allow them. And a lot of companies just instantly say, nope, stop. Gotta stop the player, otherwise they're just destroy half the video game. No, you as the developer have to think of that. You have to balance around that idea now. They're literally taking away the fun tool that you gave them in the first place. Bro, can I get 60 FPS here? I hope the stream doesn't look god-awful. Please let me know if you actually get 60 FPS on your end. Probably not, I'm sorry. It's rough. It's rough on my end. Let's do this amateur runner worry about chat. Dude, a Niv! Man, I'm not an amateur runner, dude. Toxic. Firestorm Raincloud skin or Bladefall? Yeah, you can actually make that as skin, but I don't want the skins, right? I like, just make the skill, and then you make fun stuff around the skill that have to be paid. But I just want... What the heck is a Raven Flask? Oh, okay. Raven Mask. I just want, you know, good skill, fun-looking skill, and then we can put some, you know, make some money around that. But first, good skill first. And I actually appreciate that in PoE. Like, I currently do not have anything around... Nope, not gonna kill that boss. Too tanky. I have nothing like these crazy videos that you see with crazy explosions, right? This is just all vanilla, right? Of course, I don't look vanilla with my massive fire wings, but the way it looks like right now is, I think, just how the game looks like, right? I mean, maybe I'm wrong. Sorry. Wait, hold up. I only... Okay, well, I have the invisible buff on my shield, on my Tempest shield, so it doesn't glow. Enemy hits cause molten lava to spurt from your body. Okay, I have the fire skill. Yeah, I have this fire thing behind me. Okay, sure. You melt into a pool of lava upon death. Well, okay, well, let's hope I don't die. I have this molten trail behind you. Yeah, that's the molten stuff behind me, I guess. Which I can't even see, but fine. Your life globe and life flask become filled with lava. Yeah, that's the left side. So the stuff you see on screen is vanilla, right? All these explosions, all these fire effects. It's vanilla, vanilla righteous fire. And I feel like it looks good, right? And I feel like that's so important. You need to make the base thing look good. And then you can make, I don't know, some crazy wacky skins. I think skins should always be wacky, not look better, in my opinion. You equip the crazed pyromantic weapon effect. I think I actually have that, but I think I turned it off. Which one do I have? What's a scourge weapon? But that one looks better. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. The Scourge weapon looks great. Oh, I'm gonna use the Scourge weapon. Never mind. Okay, now it's pay to win, of course. Obviously. I'm kidding, by the way. This is a joke. This is a joke. This is a joke. This is a joke. So, what the heck is this? Oh, it's the Lesser Shrine thing. That's what this mask is. Trigger level 1. Create Lesser Shrine when you kill an enemy. Quick question, everyone. Do I have to click the shrine, the Lesser Shrine, with this? If yes, it's worthless. 2 divs. No one will buy it. No one will buy that. Not skin you, dum-dum. Weapon effect. Oh, weapon effect. Wait, is that a weapon effect, really? I thought it's a weapon itself. No. God, no. I know what you're talking about. I think I had it on for a brief second until I realized, oh, sound. Yeah, right, no, man. Not my thing. I wish you could turn it off. Unless they already did that and I didn't see it, but... I have to say, I'm definitely getting less loot than I think I did with the Deadeye. Maybe going for more quantity was better. Or maybe I just got more stuff because I went for more... What do you say? More scarabs. Right. I think I had way more scarab. I have like one... I think I had all these scarab nodes. Probably doesn't matter too much. I am not blocking any league mechanic though, so maybe that matters? Right, so instead of getting... Oh god, no! God damn it. Why am I in here? Okay, well, I do ATA toxic sewer maps and one city square, I guess, accidentally. I'm sorry. Watch me get a divine now. From this map that I shouldn't do. This feels so worse already. This is so worse because the enemies are so spread out. Oh my god, it's so bad with this build. But it's all done. God, there are levels to this. Actually, I have to record a variety of maps for the gold video when I make it in 2 weeks. I hope they do something about that until next league. I mean, all they have to do is just you pick up gold everywhere. You're welcome. Problem solved. What the heck just nearly killed me there? What the fuck? Okay. There's that! Sorry. Did a city square map accidentally. So, let me look. Toxic sewer, there we go. Speaking of rock spell idea, I would like that two more physical spells. Yeah! That was my idea as well. Like, physical spells, shooting massive rocks. Maybe channeling related, you know, like Winter Orb, but it's actually just a big rock. You could literally copy-paste similar what the Sepulchre boss does, which is also the Troll Shaman in Affliction, I think. Or the other way around. Something along those lines. Make a bigger and bigger mud rock-related spells, like... Just throw it at the boss. But I feel like that just doesn't work with PoE 1. Maybe PoE 2. We'll see. With a big ass rock. Flame Blast is also something I think I've never really played. Maybe I should. Maybe I should at some point. Instead of playing RF every second league. Flame Blast, the longer you charge, the bigger it gets. Yeah, exactly. But also, of course, up to a certain degree. Unless it gets a bit too crazy. It's as big as the entire screen. It's like, wait. Oh yeah, how would more AoE work on that? Oh, wait a second. Does the whole thing become bigger as well? Wait, hold up. Oh my god, is this again less flask charges? Oh my lord. Okay. New rule. I will re-roll every map so I don't have that anymore. Nah, it's fine. It's pretty bad though. I want to get to my map. Oh my god. I'm so slow. And that's what I mean. Like, I feel so slow and so sluggish. And that was Righteous Fire. The moment you take off 7 league steps. It's definitely something you get used to, but this is slow. It's like, look at this. I'm like, oh my god. And it's just too slow for me. Like, moving the character just doesn't feel good. And even with shield charges, like, no, this doesn't make it better. This just points out how worse it is. Hello? There you go. Get me out of here. Nah, man, get me out of here. It's actually insane how slow I was. I don't know why. Oh, also one thing that I'm usually not a fan of, which this build also does, is... And nothing against Pox, you know, it's just the playstyle, I guess. I mean, I could also just say no. But anyhow. Is having to press a lot of buttons at the beginning of the map. I'm not a fan of those. At all. I really don't like that. You know, having to be like, alright, let me press this and press that and press this and press this and press that. And now I can start mapping. And you do this over and over and over and over and over and every single time. I know it's muscle memory at some point, but I also just want to just go in and run. Boom, boom. Go, go. Because for reference, I mean, you probably don't realize it, but I press T to actually activate my Righteous Fire. That does not activate automatically. I don't know why. God, I wish it would. The other thing is Blood Rage I have to activate. It's also one thing. And then optional is also activating every single flask to go zoom zoom faster. So I don't have to like wait for the first mob to die and then Oriath's end activating. So. It's those little things. It's those little things with every build. It's like, oh, okay, this is interesting, this is bad, this is... Reminds me a little bit of Corrupting Fever. Where you also have to press the button first. And then you do the damage. Oh, there's a Soul Eater there. I was like wondering, this guy seems a bit fast. Actually, how much XP do I get? 175 million XP. That's pretty decent, right? I mean, as long as I don't die, of course. Which can happen sometimes. I think 175 million is pretty good. And before I die 3 times. Watch me. I'm just gonna skip ahead from that song. Boom. Big boom. Bomba. Oh, Shaggy, you probably know that. What is that build called with the frost bolts? What is that build called? A lot of people are playing that since like last league or 2 leagues ago even. And I would like to try that out and give it a proper chance because I think it's also more related to energy shield, right? So that would be kind of interesting to try that out. And it also seems fairly... I don't know if it's an auto bomber, but it feels fairly automated. But maybe that is the high end. Ice Nova Frostbolts? I think, yeah, but it feels like there's something more behind that. Buy that on the reduced XP loss and keep it in inventory. Yeah, true, I could do that, but... I need like 1 billion of those. I could probably buy them and just... That's it, but... I don't know. Oh, nice. Cigarette map. Sweet. Money! Money! Reflecting mist. Nope. Oh, by the way, for people who don't know, you have to look into the reflecting mist and say reflect to actually get the reflecting mist item. You have to open it. It doesn't drop the reflecting mist on the ground, sadly. You have to click the mirror and you have to click reflect, and then there is a chance that it drops. It happened once for me now. So, yeah. You have that Kitava helm that auto-casts a skill depending on your mana spent, and then you just poop out Frostbolt while the auto-cast Ice Nova. Auto-cast Ice Nova does its thing. Okay. But how do you spend the money? The mana. How do you spend money, guys? Please show me. So, you go on this website and buy a server rack. And buy about 50 GPUs. You can spend some money real fast. Oh, okay. Tink! Sorry. The first Tink after 1 billion maps! No, I'm kidding. In the meantime, I think we got like 16 cigarette maps and got more than a div. No. Archmage on Frostbolts and increased mana in the passive tree, etc. Archmage on Frostbolts. Ah, wait. Oh, so you probably cast it once manually, and then it like it goes brrrr, and then you start the chain, or what? Is that how it is? And because it casts this thing, it also casts the other thing, which then casts it over and over, which makes you spend more mana, and brrr, then the machine is running. Is that how it is? Yeah, I actually need to look up a guide. I definitely need to look up a guide for that. But that would be interesting. I just can't imagine, like, at the beginning, that it feels good. But I wanna try it out. I wanna see, like, that's the interesting part. That's what I loved about MBX's video on EK Ignite when it came out, and I'm like, oh my god, this is sick. And then I realized, okay, how can I make, like, the minimum viable project, the minimum viable thing with this build? By the way, do I have anything in there? No. Okay. Where I can make it feel good, like, early on, instead of having to, like, have to invest, like, 15 div to actually get started. And funny enough, I actually got a Gloomfang recently, which is, like, the amulet you want for EK Ignite. You put it on Gloomfang, you get the first lab, you're done. The build is running. You're ready to roll, which is beautiful. And then you just, like, tiny upgrades on top of that, and it's amazing. Such a good build for, like, I don't know, a div. You can probably get the whole build going for a div. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Boop, boop, boop. Oh, sorry. No, oh, shoot. Sorry, I messed it up. You have to put it in those. You have to put it in this way, otherwise the game doesn't work. Believe me. You cast Frostbolt, I think, and the Ice Nova will be auto-casted by the helmet. Frostbolts. Yeah. Okay, yeah. You shoot the projectile once, and because you spent the mana, it then casts the frost thing. But how do you then spam the frost bolts? You know what I mean? That's what I don't understand. Because I don't want to use the frost bolts after the frost bolts again. That should be autocast. Because I see some people that just like run around and it shoots out of them. That would be interesting. They have 99% also Nimbus. Which is... Doesn't matter, you know? That's like... What's the minimum viable product? Minimum viable build. MVB. Yes. Oh, that's a new project, guys. New PoE project. MVB. Probably would do well as content. But I'm not a build creator, so... Probably would do way too many mistakes and... Don't trust me. Jesus Christ! Scared the bejeebus out of me. Yo, we got a nameless seer finally. What's poppin', my guy? What do you have for me? Oh, that's a cool ring. Storm Secret. Well, sadly, it doesn't have a maximum anything. Venopuncture. Anything good? I mean, I like Carcass Check. Carcass Check is such a sick thing. Also, extra gore. I'll take that. Thanks. Thanks, buddy. Surely you're not looking at the cast on stun builds, right? Or the new shield that casts the spell on block. No, I don't know. I just... No, it's definitely not cast on stun, because I saw them in the... My goodness gracious, that's loud. Let's skip to the next one. I saw them in King's March, just walking around, and, you know, the frost bolts just blasted around. So, oh, by the way, we got a level up. Yay! Level up, boys! Yeah, boy! Where do I go? Thanks. What do I do? Already got that. Already got that. I could go for more life. You cannot be hindered, you cannot be maimed. Or mimed. That would be interesting. But sadly, a lot of stuff in the game isn't maimed or hindered. It's a lot of other stuff. I guess I'll just go for the good old more life. 7,000 HP. Why the flying heck did I open this map? Heck. That was the wrong one, boys. I'm not gonna go through that. That feels weird. You're missing the 2 big minion damage node in the medium wheel. I'm blindly following Pox. That's what he takes. That's what he takes. That's what he took. Well, blindly as in blindly, and then my own stuff on top of it, right? Because I take the whole Oriath's End and no consecrated ground, which of course lowers recoverability or all that jazz. But mostly my stuff. That looked like nameless seer just spawned. It had that purple glow to it. You know what I also like? if you actually, like, I'm sorry to ruin your video game right now, but if I'm 90% sure the thing they used for gold is literally just Parantis coins. That's literally what they did, right? That I'm pretty darn sure. Gonna put money on that. They just reused that effect 1000%. The Parantis coins feels like years ago by now. I mean, it is, but... Buy my book. Okay, Anif. Jesus Christ. If you do a self-promotion, at least do it in a funny way. You just scepter is shit. I swear to God. Yeah, I know. It's not the best. It was, I think, decent for like 1 or 2 div, and I was like, yep, sticking with that. Because again, I didn't want to spend like a lot of divs. I didn't, partially because I knew I will not play this build after the stream. But it's also good to have like, what's the not super mega high end of this, right? Because of course, if you want to see the super mega high end, can I click that thing? Then you just watch Pox, bro. I think it's also a decent comparison maybe to, well, Deadeye with like 150 div investment can do this, but RF with 20 can do the same. It's of course just the playstyle that you, like, what do you enjoy more? Oh, I think I know what that instrument is. Isn't that instrument you know, the big golden ball, you know, that you just tap on? I think that's that instrument. You're not spamming fire trap, so +1 fire spell is pointless. You're missing the normal damage over time, and the base isn't an elemental damage base. Yeah, I know. I know what I need, but that's the only thing I found, which was much better than what I had before. I also forgot Righteous Fire isn't fire anymore, right? Yeah, no, it is fire, so it does work. +1 fire does matter. Okay, never mind. So yeah, it's fine. But again, hey, let's go. Eldritch Chaos Orb, Tink. Guys, it's a Tink moment. Teehee. Any big Tinkers in? Never mind. I take it back. Delete this off of the VOD. Editor, take this out. The boss jumped straight out of that explosion. Well done, sir. Well done. Boop, 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 boop. Hi, sir. Yes, sir. Oop. 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 Could be war. Ward loop. No, it's definitely not ward loop, by the way, because of the whole Ice Nova Frostbolt thing. It's definitely not that. No, no, no. I did hear about people are starting to use ward as like a passive thing. So instead of going full ward, they are going partially ward and evasion on top of a few other things. So you're safe against like small hits, and you hope that you then evade the big hits and maybe potentially convert some of that damage. So it's interesting. I think Gassy mentioned this in the podcast that some... Okay, I'm not gonna kill that essence mob. Sounds interesting. Sounds actually kind of neat that ward is becoming more of a thing. It's, I think, the only mechanic, the only defensive mechanic that we have in a game that literally says you do not take damage. You do not take physical damage until that number is... until you hit that number. Which is kind of insane if you think about it. Right? Literally being able to say, oh, it's a hit. If you have 1,000 ward, everything under 1,000 physical damage, just you don't get it. That's kind of insane. Sir, can I go? Are those all mobs? Man. Went to flip my ribs, so heard nothing in the past 3 minutes. Whoops! Whoops, omega lol! No, it's fine. What the heck did I say? I said that if you want to buy a Nif's book, you have to send me the money per PayPal. No, no, even better. Have you heard of Google gift card? You have to get me 2 $500 Google gift cards. This is a joke. This is a joke. This is a joke. What the heck were I talking about? Yeah, I don't know about the Ice Nova thing. I don't think it's word loop. And what I also said is, I think Gassy mentioned this in a podcast, that they are using some word loop evasion tech to, you know, ignore the small hits while also having evasion to potentially just evade on top of that. And, of course, suppress spell damage, I think. So it's pretty interesting. It's pretty interesting that people are now using word for that. Let's go. It just took 40 years since Expedition existed. Cigarette! That's a soul eater. How dead am I? Oh my god, just stop, man. Like, nah, man. Just have fun, soul eater. Bye! Just you have fun in that map. I'ma just go. I'ma just do something else. Hell no. Nice. Nice. Minotaur. Captain Lance showed me a ward build that seemed quite whack. He did it with retaliation, but to be honest, you can use other skills. Or just, well, better. I also looked, I think, into Captain Lance's video because he does a lot of auto-bomber related stuff, and I have to look into that one build he did in the... that was pretty much just running stuff dice. Yeah, I would love an auto-bomber build, like true auto-bomber, big fizz, big damage, and something I can like really invest my time into. I would love that a lot, because I can't imagine that RF just becomes as good as a real auto bomber. I can't imagine. I truly don't think so. I feel like I could do better with Herald of Thunder right now and Poison something, just like what MBX does. I don't know. Nothing against Pox's build, it's just not my playstyle, right? If you like that playstyle, go ahead. I mean, I'm playing it right now. But, and to be honest, I am getting used to it. The more I play of Righteous Fire, you're like, oh, this is kind of comfy, right? This is kind of nice. But I'm also like, a goal I always want to have is, I want to go beyond of what I'm doing right now. And I feel like the only way to go beyond this is to literally level Templar and go full energy shield. And I'm like, oh, do I want to do this again? Oh. Or Mage Blood. Yeah, true. Mage Blood might be a thing. I actually don't know how Original Sin would work with Righteous Fire. Imagine how toxic PoE would be if the maps had a predetermined loot from mobs. So every time you left the map with open portals, a pop-up pops up on the right telling you expensive items you missed. So you missed the mirror. It's just... Yeah, no, they won't do that. I think that's also on purpose because the danger might be... I mean, maybe we just don't know. But I don't think the loot is predetermined, right? I think that's on purpose. So it doesn't calculate, oh, you get this stuff in this map when you open it. I think that all happens the moment stuff happens. It calculates it on the fly. And I think that has to happen because you can have your flask active or not, right? So, but in other games that could work. Oh, cool. And death. Yeah, it isn't since you can re-roll chests, strongbox. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there's so many like levels on this, which is awesome, right? That's the beauty of PoE. Have fun, guys. Goodbye, boss. You can suck my number. Oh, Jungreon also did a super interesting video on the Val Fireball. That looked pretty chonky. That looked like a chonky build as well. Like super quite tanky, fireballs everywhere. But I think it required a Nimbus. And it might have used this, the what is that tech? You know, where you can use Val skills over and over. That enchantment. I actually wanted to use that enchantment, but it doesn't work on Scepters, if I'm correct. That would be cool. Imagine you could just use Righteous Fire over and over and over. But again, that's so many goddamn clicks. It's fine, right? It's I don't know, it's just that feeling of like I have to press a billion times for Righteous Fire. Doesn't that go against like the literal idea of Righteous Fire? For me at least. With Deadeye, I know I want to shoot projectiles and go pew pew. That's the whole point. Okay, no, now I'm gonna skip that rare mob. Nope, thank you. Again, friendly reminder, you don't have to kill every mob in this video game. You do not. You seriously do not have to. If you can kill every single thing in seconds, awesome. If you can't, well, maybe in the future when you get some upgrades. But again, doesn't matter if you leave some mobs behind. You leave a mob behind and on the other side you kill 1,500 in the next map. Doesn't matter. That's sadly the thing. Well, sadly, it's just quality over quantity. Sorry, quantity over quality in PoE, right? It's not about which mobs you kill, it's the amount that you kill that matters. 1 minute 25 for a toxic sewer map with RF. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. I'm happy about that because it took me a little bit longer. I'm pretty sure it takes me, on average, maybe a minute longer because there are some maps that are just slower. Or like, you know, you are just slower. And Tailwind can like override a lot of slow things. Like for example, I don't even feel temporal chains with my Deadeye because at some point you're so fast you don't even care. I sure as heck feel it with this one, especially the one where you don't have any flasks. That hurts. Nice. Nobody's forcing you to use the scepter. Shaggy, shaggy, shaggy. Yes. Definitely have to say, I am probably making less than last week. That's what it feels like. That's for sure. I also don't find a nameless seer every 5 maps. Maybe I got lucky last time? Question mark. Question mark. No, I'm pretty sure I got pretty lucky with 9 diffs an hour. That was pretty insane. 9 diffs an hour just running Toxic Sewer with nothing. Just map in, let's go. Oops. Soul Eater boss, I think. My favorite shrine. So now we have explosions on top of explosions on top of some other stuff. Let's go. How much do you want? Yes. Okay, goodbye, Wildwood Abomination. Have a nice day. Damn, it just cleared the entire room to the left. Holy egg, brother. God damn. Just went boom. Wowee. Love it. It's almost as if Rangers have a higher chance of encountering this year. Man, series is simp, dude. True, dude. What a simp. I mean, I would also simp for the Ranger. What? Nothing. Not this one. No, not this one. There you go. There you go. You're welcome. Hey, movement speed. Wee, fun activated. Wee. By the way, for people who might be joining or are watching or might be coming in, we are running 90-ish Toxic Sewer maps with Righteous Fire. That is around 15 div. I am using mostly Alk and Go. I am using the Sacrifice Fragments. I am using 1 Domination Scarab. So it's a little bit of a fancier version than the real Toxic... than the real Alk and Go strat from last week. And... I have an extremely strict filter. So if you see no loot, there's a reason. Because I don't show it. Mostly to save my hands. Mostly to save my hands. So what do we have here? Nope, nothing. Got it. Oh. Did they mention if we have a gold flask in PoE2? They said flasks are going to be reactive, right? So that's gonna be the huge difference. But I don't think they mentioned anything about... Oh no, but they did say Quicksilver is gone, right? Yeah, I think they said Quicksilver flask is gone in PoE2. Yeah. Try to remember that. Rest in peace, Quicksilver Flask, my beloved. My beloved. Also, I wonder if we get some more info about PoE2 because of Cologne. About Köln. Köln, Deutschland. That's your German for the week. You get another trailer or another teaser about something. But it would be sick. Dude, imagine they show off, like, I don't know, Duelist or Templar. Bro, Templar is gonna be pretty sick. I'm not a Templar kind of guy, but it would be pretty sick if they show off the Templar for PoE2. Before Cologne. Oh, that would be cool. Oh. Because we haven't seen... No, we have seen Ranger, right. But that's, I think, the only character we've seen from the... Oh, no, we also saw the Witch. Yeah. That is sure they have shown quite a few of them. We actually know about quite a few characters now. We know the Witch, we know the Ranger, we know a little bit about the Sorceress. We know about the... Nope, that's not the... Is that the Duelist? Because I think that's not the Duelist. That was the... What the flying heck was his name? Mercenary, there we go. Yeah. I think we know more than half the roster now. But to be honest, we only know like the base character, not the ascendancy. So that's probably something they're still cooking. Do you think we can ascend in the closed beta? We probably can, right? Like, it would be weird if we did. Like, that would be weird if they just took that out. Oops, click that. Well, I hope we can. They'll wonder what the whole ascendancy thing is. That was loud. Sorry, ma'am, I don't have time right now for you. For betrayal content. Give me a second. Holy heck. No, I'm not gonna do that. The grenades would be cool. Hey, an Emily Seer, finally, dude! I haven't had him since like 2 days. I'm kidding, by the way. Snake Pits. Ice Fang. I find Ice Fang Orbit such a cool unique. Looks so good. Shaggy, do you need something? I'll take it. The critical strike multiplier is 300%. Do I need that for a build? I'll take it. Too late, I'm sorry. Not you were too late. I was just too fast, I'm sorry. I clicked the button and I'm like, let's go. Go, go, go. We have a billion maps left. I think we're going actually pretty fast. I expected this to take about 5 hours, but now that I do maps in like a minute, instead of 3 minutes, which was my rough estimate, that's going pretty fast. I like it. You wanna die or? Thank you. I need bids. What do you mean bids? You literally made heckin' ribs, my guy. Also, I had pita. How do you say this in English? Pita is pita, right? There is no, like, English name for it. Okay. Don't do this, boss. Hell no. The boss doesn't die, well, then I'll just go. Goodbye. Have a nice day. Yeah, I had a pita. It was pretty big. It was pretty big pita. Bought that yesterday after bouldering. I was like, do I really want to cook or do something? Nah, I'm just gonna order food. So I ordered a burger from a new place, and that's good. But dude, a full... And also we get like these massive burgers where it feels like if the burger is really good, they on purpose pita bread. No, not pita bread. It's like, you know, just Turkish pizza, I think, pretty much, right? Where you have like the corners. Like it's more of a... You know, like this shape, which looks like... No one. It looks oval, but imagine the ends a little bit... Anyways. Yeah, anyways. It's like pizza, but different. But it's pretty much pizza. Yep. We're gonna leave it at that. I'll leave it at that. So it's not only the bread, it's also like... It's pretty much like tomato cheese and all that jazz is on there. And all that jazz. You know, all that jazz? Yeah, all that jazz. Oops. City Square. City Square maps actually sell for quite a bit. It's good finding that. See how I constantly get stuck with shield charge? I hate it so much. There's a certain feeling with it. Oh no, I forgot the affliction. Oh man. Oh shucks, guys. Oh man. The dozen divines that I missed. For 6 more minutes per map. Oh man, that would have been... That's a joke, by the way. The first half was a joke. The second half is real. It will take you 6 minutes longer to finish this map. If you go into Affliction and you get nothing. Oh no, is an ad playing right now? I'm sorry. Twitch, what are you doing? You know what I haven't had in a while? And I blame you, Shaggy. You just reminded me. I haven't had garlic bread in a really, really, really long time. Huh. I think I know what I'm gonna buy tomorrow when I go out. Sorry, I should say if I go out, because, you know, bro, have you seen the weather? I mean, you don't need to see it, you just need to feel it, pretty much. Just stand right next to the window when the sun shines in, and you're like, yep, that one. Gotta go. Whee! Fast map activated. Whee! I love it. Oh, oh. Nope. Should. Didn't want to activate it. My bad. Maybe I should also add some text that explains the challenge, but forgot about that. I'm sorry. So for people who come in, they're like, what the heck is it doing? 90 toxic sewer map with a 15, 20 diff, let's say 20 diff RF build. And an extreme filter. An extreme item filter. Alt can go, by the way. More or less. Well, Alt can go with the sacrifice fragments and domination shrine now. Just wanted to see what a more, slightly more juiced up version of it could be and feels. Definitely feels good, but it doesn't feel like I get way more currency in my opinion. I think if I do this again, I think I will just take other scarabs or maybe just the domination scarab. Because the sacrifice fragments do cost quite a bit. They're not that cheap. Also, you can only stack them to 10, not to 20. So that's also like a little bit annoying. Having to restack them over and over. Oh, you have to like kill you, right? Because of the invitation. Any day now, guys. There we go. Oh no, I just reminded myself of another build I want to do. Heck. Oh, but I can do this with Energy Blade. Oh, wait a second. I forgot about that. Yeah, I can do Energy Blade with that. With that build, potentially. I don't know if that's the best idea, but I could experiment with it. Ooh, guys, do you know what I'm talking about? Do you guys know? Do you know what the heck is that music? You guys know, right? Right? Yeah, you know. You know. I know you know. You know what I know that you know. Yeah. Right? Yeah. Hell yeah. We're talking about hex, hex blast mines, right? With Energy Blade. I mean, that's what I'm talking about. What are you talking about? Right. Yeah. We're on the same page. Lightning strike? No. I did think about it, and it probably has it probably has an extremely high ceiling. And with the transfigured version, you also solve the you also make it feel good, because I think that always felt a little bit strange. But I also want something that doesn't break my hands, but maybe mines actually break my hands. To be honest, I think mines have the issue that they hurt my hands. We'll see about that. I mean, everything breaks my hands because I'm old. I'm old AF. I'm old AF. I mean, Shaggy understands me. He's also like, I don't know, 45 now. He's like, what the fuck? Nah, I'm pretty sure Shaggy is 40. Well, maybe he's like 39, I think, maybe. Time to mute Dumbo and eat ribs. Why do you... What? Shaggy has his alone time with his ribs now. Wow. Wow. I mean, kind of respect it. Yes. Dude, leave me alone with my ribs. Those are my ribs. They're mine and mine alone. Give me my ribs. Them ribs are mine. But what the heck is Anif talking about? Oh. I mean, it's kind of funny running into a room and it briefly destroys my frames. It's kind of funny to a degree. It's kind of funny. Like, feel the power. It's like an anime or an animation, right? Where you have like impact frames, and the impact frame is literally just the game freezing for a second. It's like, ooh. Kind of fun. Oh, dude, my fingers. Even my fingers hurt from bouldering. Oh. Wow. I went pretty ham. I went pretty ham yesterday. Oh, something I just realized, because I looked at my mana and saw I have more mana because I leveled up. But then I realized I also have, of course, more health, more life. And this reminded me to mention, I do not have the big boy jewels. I only have fire damage over time and max life. You technically also want fire damage on this. But they cost like 2 div each. Not that I don't have that cash, but I also didn't want to, like, you know, put like 50, 100 divs into this build, which I might stop playing after this stream. Who knows? So just FYI. So you could technically have way more damage. And as Shaggy mentioned, also a better scepter, of course. If you spend another 10 div or more. Maybe 5 now. I think prices are coming down now after a month. It's mega laggy right now. Is it laggy for you guys? It feels like it's laggy for you guys as well. I'm sorry. It was very laggy for me as well. Windows updates in the background. Got him. Stop. I mean, to be honest, I don't know how it is with most people now. I don't even notice when things update. I think that's the good part about having just a PC that is a little bit more powerful than you actually need it, because it will, of course, become worse over time because more programs do more stuff and can do more stuff. So you want to, like, prepare for the future, not prepare for what you have right now or what you need right now. But I think internet also matters a lot. Because if you download something really fast and have, you know, the PC to install it really fast, it takes maybe a few minutes, which can happen when you go to the toilet, but then you don't even realize it. But if you have like a slow laptop that isn't plugged in, for example, well, you're screwed, because it probably doesn't do the update during that time. I mean, I'm definitely more of a desktop kind of guy. I did think about getting maybe a cheap laptop for like a few $100, but there's like, man, I can just do things so much better at home on a desktop and multiple monitors and all that jazz. Oh. Hello. Oh yeah, if you can do Abyss fairly comfortable, I think that's also a good XP. It's great XP. Abyss gives good XP. I think it was Lighty who mentioned in his podcast with Manny and a few two others that he did Breach, Abyss, and Sacred Orb. Nice. Hello. Breach, Yeah, I think it was just Breach and Abyss, and I think that was pretty good for him. Yeah. Might try that. But of course, you also need a proper build for that, right? You can't do this with every build. Otherwise, it's like, goddamn, some builds just can't handle that, right? Like, because it's so many mobs, and you shouldn't forget, you also have so many. Yeah, because you have so many mobs, so much damage comes in potentially as well if you can't dodge it or if you can't insta-kill them. So it's like, your build really needs to handle Abyss and Breach. That's too tough content. But if it can, that's a lot of mobs that you spawn. So for the sake of the stream, I actually turned the preview off in OBS. So if anyone says, yo, something is weird, please let me know. I'll look into it every once in a while. But I feel like it lags a little bit more now. So for your sake, I just turned it off. So it's hopefully somewhat enjoyable to look at. Even though it's probably all just a blur. That's PoE content at some point. It's definitely better than Vampire Survivors. That is insane, bro. Vampire Survivors is like, it's just pixels at some point. It's just, I don't know what I'm looking at. Well, to be honest, you can help a lot with more bitrate, of course. Just FYI, you can get 8K bitrate on Twitch. Just FYI, for people who don't know. Do it! I see a lot of people stream at like 5K, which I don't know why you would do that. Unless your internet can't handle it. Sure, of course. But genuinely, stream just more bitrate. Your viewers do need more internet, though, for that, so there's that, but still. They can also just watch at 720p and more bitrate as well. The cool part is, now that I have it... Ah, shoot, no, I can't do that. Well, if I had a double PC setup, I could now... with the multi-streaming software that I use, thanks to, by the way, Nutty on YouTube, great videos on OBS and all that jazz, I could technically set up 2 separate things to stream at a much higher quality to YouTube. I could do that now. My internet can definitely handle that. My PC on the other side. Yeah, I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one. Who knows? I could try it, but it's already, like, not good or good enough. But I really can't fix it. Until I pay another $2,000 to Nvidia, please. Nvidia, take my money, please. Thank you. I'm so glad. I'm so happy that GPUs are so cheap. Dude, imagine they're cheap GPUs. Could you imagine? I just imagined the meme of like, this would be our future, or this would be our world if GPUs would be cheap. The world if GPUs would be, would cost about 1/3 of what they actually are right now. I don't even know what it costs to make a GPU. Like, we all, I think, heard about it costs $60 for an iPhone to be created, and they sell it for like 800 or something. Which, to be honest, I think that's just the raw materials. That's 1,000% not the people behind it that come up with all this stuff. The people that have to work and check. And, of course, the machines that put it all together. I think that's just the raw materials, so... But have no idea what about the GPU. I don't know how much a GPU costs in raw materials. I mean, it's just some silicon stuff, right? Yes, very good. Oh, cigarette, nice. I think that's the second one in a row. Not in this map, but 2 separate maps. That's good. Ooh, that felt good right there. Running straight through and just mowing down mobs. Actually, isn't there a Righteous Fire build that has saw blades? That's a thing, right? Because if it doesn't, why not? It has to... Sorry, I have to, like, look this up. I'm not gonna buy it now, but I'm genuinely curious. Righteous Fire. There is not a saw blade Righteous Fire effect. Why? Bro! Like, imagine saw blades, and it actually speeds up the more movement speed you have. That would be... I would pay... I mean, you can probably sell it for, like, 175 or something. Oh, by the way, if you're wondering what... Like, if you have no idea about PoE, and you look at the prices, and you'll just look at, oh, it costs 125 coins, what does this mean? Literally just take the 0 off at the end, or just put a comma behind the last digit, and you have the amount of currency in dollar or euro. So it's like, you know, this is like 15, so $15.50, $12.5, $11, $10, $10. So it's pretty obvious. Why do we have coins in the first place? Well, that I don't know. That's the right question right there. I watched Josh Drive Hayes' video on pay to win, but also I think he did another video before that that has also that also relates to pay to win and all these where it all started. That was a great video. That's a great video. Josh Drive Hayes was actually a good or a great. Oh god, how do you say? Not indication. Not information. I mean, he is very informative. That's not what I mean. Inspiration. There we go. That's the I word. Inspiration. When I made my dismantle video earlier this year, or beginning of the year. Well, technically, I started in November last year. It was a pretty big inspiration. I was like, all right, I gotta somehow get to his level in whatever, like writing, jokes, amount of jokes, just anything. Right? Did I get there? Fuck no. I tried. I tried though. So. I tried. God, this is a rough map. Woof. Rough in terms of FPS. But I think we're actually soon done. Like, we don't have many maps left. It's not. I think I have like another 12 in my map tab, and then it's over. Well, and the maps that I still have in my inventory, but it's not so many. Soon done. How much gold do we have? 750,000. Definitely a little bit more, I think, than we had last time. I think last time we had, what, 830k? But without a gold flask. So it will be interesting how much it is this time with the whole shrine and more blue mobs, which should give more gold. But again, I'm not walking over every gold piece. I have it all hidden. Because I want to have it passive, right? I don't want to actively go over there. I wish it would just magically appear in my inventory. Actually, don't appear in my inventory. Just the way they did it is actually really nice. It's just a little value that you have. That's really all you need. Man, that's a dark song. Can we get some fun stuff? There we go. Thank you so much. Boom. Ooh, that was a big one. Big scarab. Big scarab drop. How much is glittering? Isn't that like 90, 120C, something along those lines? I love that scarabs are worth this much, because if you're a free-to-play player, and because since I did the free-to-play challenge, I think about it more and more, for the people that truly cannot buy stash tabs or do not have the money for it, or whatever, right now, maybe they will have a good job in 3 years, but right now they just want to have something to play, an ARPG, because it's their favorite genre. PoE is amazing for that. God bless it for that. And having scarabs be worth this much is awesome, because they can actually sell it easily now through the currency exchange. Because if a lot of items are worth a lot, then they're screwed, because you can't sell them through the currency exchange. You can sell them through the forum, but a premium stash tab is just so gosh darn good. So it's awesome. If scarabs are worth more, they drop more often, it's decent cash, you can sell a lot of stuff through it, through the currency exchanges. It's awesome. It's poggers, what the kids say, right? Is that what the kids say nowadays? It's pretty epic music, good lord. Check how much is glittering. 154 chaos. It's pretty good. Pretty good. I'm running out of portals. It's pretty good. So let me grab all the rest of the toxic sewers. So those are all the maps that we still have to do. I mean, no one's forcing me, right? But you know what I'm saying. There's definitely not someone off screen right now. Welcome. There you go. You're welcome. It's a bad joke. Reminds me of those. What was there? Some weird stuff about some YouTubers that like do mukbangs. There was some questionable stuff, if everything is alright, and that's some like true crime related stuff. Not that there was a crime, but had this vibe. Cool. I was thinking, does MTX also change the sound of stuff? Like, if you have a Herald sound, does that change how the skill sounds? I have a Herald skill, or skin, or MTX microtransaction, but I don't know if, I don't think it changes the sound, right? I don't think so. I was like wondering, wait a second, does it? Kill some of these breach mobs. Hi guys. Everything good? Everything good over here? I'm so glad that they finally made that change where you can like just walk over the hands and it just drops the splinters. Such a good change. Now the next step to that would be, how about the splinters are just, you know, money? Or some value, please. For the love of God. So we don't have to pick it up anymore. Because that is when I also will do Breach. But only then. I mean, you can also just do Breach and just don't pick up the Splinters. Which, that's pretty much what I did with Legion. I ran so many Legions and never picked up Splinters. Well, I think at the beginning I did, but then I realized, yeah, I like my hands to not hurt. So, never mind. I just got those weak gamer hands. Gamer wrists. It's definitely a genetics thing, that's for sure. Because I know my mom has also got issues, I think, roughly around the 40s when she had a certain job, I think at a butchery, and her hands were, yeah, that was I think not a fun time for her. That was not a fun time, so it's definitely genetics. When your wrist hurts or hands hurt. But you definitely should also do something about it, that's for sure. So stretching is very important, and of course, just taking a break, taking breaks. I mean, I'm saying this while I'm not taking breaks, but... oh yeah, why am I doing this? I shouldn't. Hold on, let me just open these and not pick up any loot. Oh shoot, no, I got more gold because of it, because I did it, I'm sorry. That's probably like... okay. Minus 1,000 or something. Reflect physical, elemental weakness. I actually never looked. How much rest do I have with elemental weakness? I'm still good. I'm still very much good. Cold is, I think, a little bit low, but at 99. Still very much over the minimum requirement. I also could get more chaos, but I didn't want to spam even more essences and... Thank you. Starfall Crater. By the way, I will mention it one more time for the people that might jump in and are wondering what the heck is going on here. I am doing 90-ish Toxic Sewer maps with the Sacrifice Fragments plus Domination Scarab. So pretty much a juiced Alkan Ghost Rat with this skill tree. And Righteous Fire has, I think, around 15 to 20, let's say 20 div investment. And it's pretty much just a way to show you can make currency if you just run your gosh darn maps. And preferably faster, with, of course, some items to make things even faster. Oriath's End, of course, helps a lot. But thankfully, I'm so glad Oriath's End is actually so cheap. It is so ridiculously cheap for the power it gives you. It just doesn't give every build this power, or this much power, so... yeah, that's pretty much the strat. That's pretty much the plan, or the thing that we're doing, or I'm doing. There you go. And we're soon done, I think. We have, what, 15 more maps? Less than, I think, 15 more maps. So that's about 15 minutes, 20 minutes potentially. Let's say 20 minutes. Depending on the map, of course. You know, if there's a temporal chain in there, of course, it will take a little bit lower. It will be slower. Or my nemesis, reduced flask charges gained. Good lord. That map will take years. It will feel like years, yeah. Oh, right. I can't take that Toxic Sewer map. Yeah, I'll just put it here. So technically, those toxic sewer maps that I don't put into my stash tab right now because I don't have space apparently, they would be 3C each, right? So keep that in mind. Or actually 4C. You can sell toxic sewer maps for quite a bit now. Oh my god, is this another... Dude, I literally just said reduced flask charges, and I have one. I have that map. Oh my lord. Get me through here, man. What the fuck? Yeah. Holy... Wow. Cigarette map, sweet. I'm also skipping everything but Bismuth when it comes to the league mechanic, as I'm not into doing a billion things anymore. 4 weeks in, you know, I'm pretty happy with just farming, shipping that out, and that's pretty much it, you know. Just less micromanagement. Just focusing on a few good things. Also, I'm more of someone... Oh, I should also say I have a very strict filter. So if you're wondering where the heck is the loot, brother, because my loot filter is very, very, very strict. Because, you know, gotta save my wrists. What did I want to say? Yeah, King's March. I saw those screenshots on Reddit, and it's like, oh my god, you know, 8 divines and this and that, and I'm like, wow, that's a lot. Cool. I mean, I don't get 8 divines, but I get my fair share of divines thanks to the league mechanics, so that's sick. But then I also realized, but I also get a lot of trash with mappers specifically, because, well, they bring back a lot of rares. So why am I doing it? You know, that's what I thought. And now I'm like, well, I don't need to do it. I just don't. And that's it. Period. I don't need to do it, right? I can just say, okay, never mind. I will ignore my mappers. This will save me some gold, so I don't feel constantly like I'm running out of gold, right? At some point, I will just have millions and millions and millions. Hopefully, I can finally get a build that can run tier 17s comfortably without dying 6 times. And yeah, and it's gonna be a good old time. But I really don't want to like look through dozens and dozens and dozens and dozens and dozens of trash rares to maybe get something good, which then doesn't sell anyways or something. It's just like, I don't know. That was a big explosion there. Wow. Bro, that was like across 3 screens. So, yeah, that's pretty much my new strat. Just send crops. Get currency back. Maybe get a power rune if I'm lucky, and that's it. Send it to the Kalguur every 3 hours. Done deal. Comfy playstyle. Comfy. Mega comf. Okay, well, that sounds on. Nope. I'll take it back. On a toxic sewer map. Dude, do I really have 72 toxic? Jesus Christ. Maybe I do need to sell those, to be honest. Maybe I should. But on the other side, I need my toxic sewer, because that's the only map I really like to run. I'll have to look through the maps again, but there is really nothing else, I think, than toxic sewers, for a variety of reasons. Which I will talk about in my gold video. I'll talk about that in my gold video that I'll make in 2 weeks. Actually, I have to write that script for that, yeah. Sure, I can write some script-related things now. Because my brain is somewhat done with script writing when it comes to... I nearly spoiled the video that I'm working on the main channel. I'm done with that script, so now I can just edit. And when I'm editing, I have a little bit of brain to write the script, right? I can't do 6 scripts all day, every day, and it's like my brain explodes. At some point, the brain juices are not flowing anymore when it comes to, like, forming words. Oh, that was a big one. It's a big explosion. Love it. Yeah. Click the loot, please. Dude, I just thought of something, and oh my god, I would love that. Oh my, I mean, of course, that's everyone was thinking. But I was thinking, oh man, I can't click the loot because, you know, my hands and weird, and aiming is a little bit weird. I don't know, I always had an issue with clicking loot in Path of Exile. Always. I don't know what it is, I'm like, can't pinpoint the thing. Maybe it's the mouse itself. Maybe I have to just change the style of it. Or maybe I just make the mouse bigger. But I think that's annoying then on stream, right? And I just thought, what if you could... what if it auto-picks up stuff for you, but only stuff that you show on your filter and stuff that is... I mean, you can even say only currency stuff, but no items. That's also fine. But then also in a certain time frame, right? So it's not like and just picks up everything. So it's more like a click, 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 click. That would be sick. So it's slower. And it could also be an accessibility option. Like people that literally have issues to click can now play PoE. And it's not fast, but it's definitely just smoother to just run around with your controller and then say click, 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 right? Or even slower if you wanted that. That would be sick. I would definitely do that, for sure. I don't care if my maps take 20 seconds longer or a minute longer, if it just picks up stuff for me. And even if it's just currency stuff. God, it would be sick. Oh, the dream. The dream. But, you know, with Mark... I feel like with Mark now being... really, really doing stuff for PoE 1. Not saying that Chris didn't. God, no. Yeah, maybe we'll get it. Because I think he's also one person that starts to have some wrist issues in his, like, early 30s now. And it's like, yeah, please do something about that. The people that are 50 and play PoE, they're like, yeah. We're dying over here. Bro, help us. Oh, it's gonna be a beautiful, beautiful day when we maybe finally have auto pickup. But we got a synthesis, man. Just FYI. I think I haven't seen that in so long. But I mean, I'm also not going for the node, so of course I'm not seeing it. Oop. No one exploded there. That was interesting. There we go. That was a big explosion. Also, speaking of loot and pickup, I would love, just as a medium thing, like you have two options. Either you figure out a way for the game to drop less loot and then cluster it together, right? So instead of finding 16 gem cutter prisms in one map, you find it at the end in one big stack. If that is too much for them, which I understand, it would be nice if they maybe drop more frequently in some form. I don't know how they're gonna manage that. And closer together, and if you click one, it picks up the other one around it, like Last Epoch and a lot of other games, right? So if you pick up one thing that is very similar to the other stuff, you pick up every single one of them. That would be cool. Hey, Valdo! Waldo's puzzle box. There it is. That might actually be the biggest drop that we've gotten so far. Ah! Nothing happened. Did you see something? I didn't see anything. Nope. The minions killed me. Okay, how do I get out of this? Ah! There you go. Eat my fire traps. There you go. Or just explode. That also works. That's usually what works. Yeah. It's just. I would like the POV of the enemy right now. Oh, let's get to him, guys! And then just one guy at the very front just explodes, and it's like. Like a little atom bomb at the front of the army. Forgot to turn on my righteous fire there. I was like, why aren't enemies dying? Weird. Not a cigarette map. Let's go. Oh, nice. I'm pretty sure that drop there was because of the Sentinel. So a good boy Sentinel. Maybe I actually shouldn't have used Sentinel for this. It's also very random to get it. Might screw up the data at the end. But yeah, like I said, if you like certain content and then don't skip it, do it, right? If you enjoy Ritual, do it, let's go. But you have to accept that it takes you longer to do this strat, because you took longer to, well, pick up more loot, potentially, if you don't have a strict item filter, and also if you do more content, of course. That's just something you have to accept when playing PoE, right? You gotta balance what you do, why you do it. Something I always had to accept, and I still don't, is I want to level, but I also want to make currency. You can't really do both. It's like, man, technically you can do both if you're an absolute giga chat and more consistent, but if you play builds like I do, which is like Deadeye, you just die so many times. You will not level. You will not level under no heckin' circumstances. So you have to accept to play the build differently, or don't juice the map so much. Maybe only transmute them, for example, and see, right, and survive. That's all it is. But I'm like, no. Then I just do the same mistake. Hey, another cigarette. Let's go. I say cigarette, not cigarette. Shaggy's always like, yo, it's cigarette, guys. That's a baby. Swear to God. I'm kidding. Yo, he's back, boys. I didn't say anything about you, Shaggy. Nope. Will I survive against... Oh, no. Hell no. I'm not going to do this essence mob. There's like a billion energy shield. Hell no. Boop, boop, boop. Hi guys, my guys. Where's the music? Money?
Ziggurat.
Ziggurat. See? Cigarette. It's not cigarette. It's cigarette. Shut up. I don't want to hear anything. Yo, he said cigarette, guys. Omega. Clipped. Yo, chat clipped this. I didn't say it. I swear. I didn't. No. How were the ribs? Were the ribs or ribbing? Were they good? That's my question. What sauce did you use? Do you have a recipe? Can you send me the recipe? I mean, I'm not gonna do ribs, but maybe I can put them on other stuff. The ribs were good, yes. Nice. Nice. 16 kilograms of ribs. Now Shaggy sits at his PC. Falls asleep in 5 minutes. That sounds like a good Sunday. Oh yeah. Another cigarette. Map. Cigarette. You heard me. You heard me what I said. Okay, now we have a very... Yeah, it's very dungeony. Can I get some other music going right now? Thank you. Thank you very much. Boom, 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 boom. I have to say, it feels fun to play this build when it goes boom. When it doesn't go boom, you fall asleep. But that's kind of dot builds in general. I had the similar feeling with EK Ignite, where if you don't have the damage and you have to like wait for the boss to die, like the map boss, you're like, you just fall asleep. But you can reach a lot of damage with EK Ignite. That was the fun part. And technically, I could, for example, go on fire damage. Like, what is it? Hit supply fire. Reduced fire res, whatever it's called, right? Exposure, right? Fire exposure. I don't have that, so maybe I could do that as well. Because keep in mind, I don't really want to use fire trap so much, because that shouldn't be my main skill. But I'm using it a lot, so maybe I should do that, to be honest. I'm not even taking advantage of one of my implicit, really. It says 3% increased damage per 100 strength. I have 266, I think. So, there's that. Not really taking advantage of that. Clearly. Nice. Oh. There were 3 shrines in that one room. Wow. Okay. Well, I am very slow. I just mix soy sauce, garlic powder, onion powder, and grill spice mix. Good luck finding that, I guess. It's in every store here in Sweden, and then I rub it all over those ribs. To be specific, it's dark soy sauce, so it is quite thick. Nice, very thick with 2C, goddamn, and not runny AF like the light ones. Very nice, very nice. That sounds good, yeah. I think soy sauce is just like, there's something about it. Isn't it soy sauce super complicated to also make? Like, to get that flavor, it takes so heckin' long. But, you know, it's worth it. Like, you get some... It's quite something at the end. Also, I have to say, I just realized something. When it comes to gold... no, it doesn't have to do with the ribs. I just realized something. I did the league mechanic last time, right? I did that last time. This time I didn't do it. But the league mechanic gives a lot of gold. And I still have more gold now than before. So keep that in mind. So gold flask matters. Gold flask matters a lot. I have more gold than before when I did this challenge with the Deadeye. And I didn't do the league mechanic. So it's a plus minus. So I of course have no ore. I don't have ingots, which long term might be less loot. But I think this build would also struggle a little bit with it. Speaking of struggling, good lord, not having phasing is horrible. Like, go. Get me out of this map. Holy. I think I'm sadly a little bit too lazy making these interesting spices and things. Because I never know how to store them properly. And then I'm also kind of mad if like, they go bad and I'm like, oh man, such a waste. I mean, I don't know how long they last, but, you know. Wow, that was a rough one. By the way, I hope, now that Shaggy's back, I hope the stream is a little bit smoother now. Maybe. I turned the preview off for OBS, which is, by the way, not a good idea for a streamer, but hope it looks a little bit better. Boom. Oh, you know what? Earlier I mentioned about they haven't reworked the newest a new league or a league overall. You know what they might do next league is what Mark mentioned. They want to do maybe Betrayal, right? If they rework Betrayal, that will be interesting. Yeah. It's impossible to make it better. To make what better, the soy sauce? Or to improve Betrayal? No, I don't know what he exactly mentioned again. I think it's more of he doesn't like the idea of I think he just wants to itemize more things in Betrayal. He dislikes the idea of having to, either you do Katarina and then rip your board that you set up, or didn't set up, or you don't do Katarina, which then, you know, destroys the entire idea of adding a boss fight to the whole thing, because you never do it, because it breaks your board that you just made over a long period of time to get, you know, all the safe houses. So I think that was the idea. So he probably itemizes Katarina, and then you can do Katarina outside of your board. It's impossible to make it better. Oh, that sucks then. I'm sorry to hear that. Sorry to hear that the FPS are just not that good. Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't know. I think it's partially because I have everything turned up to make the game look good. But of course, that just tells a little bit the FPS. I mean, one thing I could do... Hold up. Yeah, let me try this real quick. Okay, actually, hold on. Let me just kill those mobs first before the instance crashes. It might actually crash the instance. I will turn off... I don't know if adapt is... Should I maybe turn VSync off? Could this be better? I mean, I'm locking the frame rate anyways, so it doesn't really matter, right? So why do I need VSync and the other thing? Anyways, that's not what I wanted to change. What I wanted to say is change global illumination. There we go. I never have VSync. Yeah, I heard from some that it's actually quite good to have, because it still, like, tries to do stuff. I don't know. But if you then lock your frame rate anyways... I don't know if this is better now. I mean, nothing is happening, so... Well, now a lot of stuff is happening here. There's a few explosions. I don't know if this is... I don't know. Do you feel anything better? I will run another map and maybe you'll realize it. Oh my god, I instantly noticed how worse the game looks. Oh my god. Oh my god, I instantly noticed it. The lighting difference. Wow, okay, never mind. What the heck was that on the other side? Yeah, maybe VSync actually does a little bit something that I don't want. Maybe that helps. I said earlier, Orith by itself does nothing, but Searing and Orith nukes the FPS. Yeah, we'll see, you know, it definitely feels better now, for me. I mean, I know that global illumination doesn't kill your FPS, but it needs more FPS, right? Because it calculates the light for everything that I... Okay, well, that also killed the FPS. So it doesn't really matter. But it feels like it does it less. And not for not so long. See what I mean? Like... Still nukes, but most medium, small ones does nothing. So it is better, right? It is. That was a little bit more. That was a little bit more. But it also, like, killed enemies across 3 screens there again. Yeah, definitely better. Okay. Well, then I know I guess I will have to stream the game without global illumination, which sucks because I love showing off how beautiful the game actually is. But yeah, I understand if it's a little bit of a bad thing for the stream, right? If it's like, oh my god, dude. Nice 4 FPS, brother. Dude, we have so many toxic sewer maps now. I can do another 90 map challenge if I wanted to. So that's actually sick. Nope! Heck! Nope! Stop! Turn the delirium off. Cassia, my beloved. I mean, Divinia is cool too. I like Divinia as well. And to be honest, Talina shows feet. What? Nothing. Editor, take this out of the VOD. Mod, spin him around. Oh, God. Hey, big boom. More big boom. Yay. Boom, 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 boom. Drop. Does the map feel really dark now? Maybe because I have less life. Dude. The heck is my map right now? Dude, everything was just... Oh, maybe I was blinded by a mob. Oh, that's what it was probably. I was probably blinded. Elder best girl. What? Nothing? I mean, what? Yes, what? Can we... I wish I could add the button right now where I can just take a comment and just show it big on screen. What is that? So, I think that was it. That was it, boys. Let's go to good old... See, toxic sewers, everything is empty. We did all of those maps. I hope I didn't accidentally put some away, but I think those were 90 maps in about... I don't know, I didn't look at the time. We can check this snapshot in a second. I went to King's March now. Oh, there's actually some rewards back. Okay, we're gonna check them out in a second, but... The game crashed. No. So, thanks for watching, guys. Goodbye. So, let's check this out. How much currency have we made with a juiced up-ish Alk and Ghost Strat? Hold up. So, now, I ran about 90 maps now. How much have we made in the video game? I did a snapshot at 3:47 p.m. right before we started, and now it's 6:44, so it's like less than 3 hours, actually. I had 117 divines. How much do I have now? 139. I made 21 divines in that time. We have, of course, 16 cigarette maps. So that's 16 cigarette maps in, I think, 89, 88 maps. We got 4 invitations, which is, of course, maybe -1 because depending on how much I run offline, whatever. Minus 264 chaos, which makes sense because I bought a lot of stuff. Technically even more because I think I had more sacrifice scarabs beforehand. Either way, we found 1 Valdo scarabs, which pays for pretty much nearly all of that. 1 divine orb drop, 1 raw one, minus 80 midnight Interesting how mine is... Oh, I think because I already had a few in there. One glittering, lots of greater Eldritch Ember, lots of grand Eldritch Embers. Ambush Scarab is 12. So this, you could technically use this for a tier 17 farm. And a lot of other stuff. Pretty good. Pretty good. So we learned that this is definitely slower than the Deadeye, which had 9 Divines an hour. But yeah, 8 Divines an hour with a Alken Go-ish RF strat, and Righteous Fire build costs around 20 divs. Pretty good. Pretty good. Nice. Happy about that. That was good.